Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons in our NCAA Basketball series here with Central Michigan as we are getting ready to start really the final 2 weeks of the regular season. It has been kind of a rough one, but we've really kind of hit our stride some here in the second half of this season. Now, our record is 9-14, 3-7 in conference. So I know, hey, that doesn't seem like we're doing all that great. But in reality, we are playing better. We have lost some close games. So now we just need to turn the corner and either find a way to get ourselves to separate more on offense during the game and also be able to close games out. Even with a big lead, if we can start to close them out, that'll be something that'll take us a long way here in the future. And then also having guys like Pope step up from deep range, being able to drain the three, will be a big help for us. These young guys are coming through very solid here in their freshman season. Now with Miami coming in on their offensive possession and they get that one laid up. We still have to work on our post play. It has definitely gotten better than what it was last season, but we still have some improvement to go. Some things we need to work on, and we'll continue going with that as we build this program up here at Central Michigan. Now Pope with a little turnaround jumper down in the post. That one's going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Ohio. I'm just going to call them Miami. I think we all can understand it's Miami of Ohio instead of the U type of Miami. So I'm just going to call them Miami, and it is what it is because now they have taken the lead after that easy lay-in and bucket off the backboard. It's 4-3 here early on in this one as we are at home, and we have struggled this season at home. So we really need to find our offensive stride and kind of turn that around. Now, working the ball down and then back out has been successful for us before, so we want to try to continue to do that as well. Now getting it down low to our small forward, swings it back outside to Simpson, who had the fake, but waits a little long, goes and drives that one in, and is going to try to bank it off the backboard. No good, rebounded by Miami, and here they come back with it in the 1-point lead in a 4-3 ball game. As they are working it around the outside to get it down low, and they're going to fire that one up. No good, rebound by Massey. Pope, that was really just a bad shot. Pope did not play very good defense right there, and he's been a pretty solid defender for us all season so far. Keeping the ball on the outside, trying to find those passing lanes. We get it over to Simpson with a pretty wide open three, but he rushed the shot. And instead of taking his time, he rushed it, and that's going to be a miss. And another rebound for Miami here as we're not able to get anything on the board. It's been about a couple minutes, and we haven't been able to score since our opening basket. As Miami starts working it around the outside here, trying to find their own passing lanes, our defense doing a pretty good job of sticking tight to their man. As they get it back down low, and they turn around with a little hook shot off the rim, no good. Pope gets the rebound and swings it over to Massey, who's coming back with it in our direction. And 2.5 minutes we've been scoreless here since making our first three. As we get it down to our small forward, it gets it down to our center. He passes back out to Pope, swings it around to Simpson, fires a three, and that's going to be off the rim and no good again. We've hit a small little cold streak here, but so has Miami as they have not been able to make anything after gaining the lead. Now we got a turnover. A small forward drives the lane, gets it to Simpson, goes up with the shot, and that's going to be in. And we are going to get the and one opportunity to give ourselves a 2-point lead. Simpson is pretty aggressive with the ball, taking it into those lanes, which has really helped us out in our shooting percentage and overall in a lot of different games, getting the ball down low, being that aggressive with it. Now he does make that first free throw on the and one, and that's going to give us a 2-point lead, 6-4 here at home early in the first half. As Miami comes back with it, trying to set up a play and a screen. Pope goes to block off his man, and he's going to get the foul, and they have the and one opportunity. If you're going to go try to do the switch on the screen, you have to get in front of your man if you're the defender. You cannot allow him around you like Pope just did. But that's showing his age. He is still young. He's going to do things like that every now and then. And so it is what it is. Now they will convert their and one opportunity and take the lead 6-7. Here we come quickly back with it. Massey fires it off to our small forward who swings it back out. Unable to get the quick and easy basket after their press defense. As Simpson has it, gets it to our center down low, and he's going to fire up that one and drop it in, and that's going to give us back the 1-point lead here, 8-7 in this game. getting it started. We're starting to hit our stride, be a little bit more efficient on the offensive side, which is a good thing to see. Now they set the screen up, and they go for a little switch maneuver, but Pope follows well and trails off to cover his guy again. Now Miami misses that one down low from the post and rebounded by Simpson, coming right back with it. Simpson has it at the top of the key, drives in and passes it out. Down to Pope now. He swings it back out far wide to Massey, who's coming around the top of the key, drives the lane. He's going to go up with it, and that's going to be no good, but it is rebounded by Pope, who gets it back out to Simpson, and they're going to kind of reset this offense, working the ball around on the outside, trying to find those lanes. Our small forward has it. Gets the screen set up, drives the lane, over to our center, turnaround hook shot, and that one's going to be in and good. Good ball movement by this offense. That's what we need to see more of. Though that was the perfect possession. Coach is really giving our guys some praise right there. So about 10.5 minutes remaining. We lead 10-7, and we smack that one away from him. Return to sender, good sir. As Simpson gets it, drives the lane, and they're going to block that one too. Oh, that would have been the perfect transition to go from the hefty block down to the easy lay-in, but unable to get it converted because they do also block it but knock it out of bounds on that one. So our offense, it started off incredibly slow. We've really become a lot better here in the last about minute of game time and getting some possessions converted into points. Now we have it with a 3-point lead, 10-7. Just 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Simpson has it on the far wing, gets it over to Massey, who works it around to our small forward. He's going to drive the lane. Good defense there by Miami to keep him out from getting the easy basket. Pope now sets the screen. Down low to Pope. He's going to lay that one up, and it's going to be good. And now we have a 5-point lead. And things would kind of continue going positively for us here in the first half, as we will advance it to about 3.5 minutes remaining. And we now have a 12-point lead, 26-14. We've been getting the ball down low, and that has really turned things around for us and getting into those lanes and getting the ball down into the post and actually making the easier shots. Just like that, down low to our center. He tries too hard off the backboard, and that's going to be backboard then rim and no good, rebounded by Miami. They are still trailing by 12 with 3 minutes remaining here. We lead 26-14 as they have possession of the ball. Now, both teams are tied with the rebounds, but we've gotten a lot better at making those easy shots, and our shooting guard gets the foul. Just as we're talking about easy shots, Miami drives it into the lane, and our shooting guard, at least he didn't make it. He does go up for the block and really impedes the process of the offense, and that's going to be no good, but he does get 2 shots at the free throw line here. He's 2 for 2 from his field goals today. Fires that first one up, and that's going to be good. So now it's only about an 11-point lead. Miami with still one more free throw to go here, trying to make it a 10-point ball game. As that one is up, and that one drops in as well. 26-16 is our lead now. As we inbound it into Massey. Drives down quickly, looks for the lane, takes it himself, goes up with it, and that's going to be off the rim. No good. Looking for the foul, but unable to get the whistle. Miami comes right back with it here. 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. We have a 10-point lead, 26-16. Simpson on his man tight as they work it around and get down low to their small forward, who goes up with it off the rim and no good. Rebounded by our guy. As we come right back to our side with it, looking to try to extend this lead before halftime. Swing it out to Simpson on the down low wing. Over to Pope in the post. Looks for a lane, gets it back out to the center, swings it back out and around to Simpson, who's trying to find a place to drive, does go for it and lays that one up, and it's off the back iron and no good. Miami with the rebound. Here they come. Simpson sticking to his man tightly. Looks like a little double press, but nope. Simpson backs off, and our small forward has him. And he drives the lane and goes up with it, and that's going to be off the rim and no good. Good job by our small forward to really interrupt that shot. And that's going to be a good, big thing for us here on defense, just interrupting their shot, disrupting their offense. And that's led to them having a 40% shooting percentage instead of their season average of 46. Now we will fire up a three-pointer. That one's going to be no good, so 1.5 minutes remaining, still leading by 10 as Miami has it. Looks like they might be trying to take some time off the clock here as they work it around. But no, they fire the quick shot up, no good, but they get the offensive rebound, and Pope smacks that one away. Gathered in by Miami once again. So strong defense by our power forward, our youngster stepping up to the plate. as they swing the ball around on the outside, trying to find those easy passing lanes. They're not getting a whole lot of ball movement, which I think is really hurting them as we get that pass intercepted, and there's a turnover. Our small forward has it, tries to drive the lane, but nowhere to go with it, and he backs out, and we reset this offense. Simpson in the low side wing. Looks for a man, gets it down to our center. He slams that one home, and that's going to extend this lead back to 12 points, 28-16 in this one. Way to go in the first half. Authoritative slam right there to try to close this half out. And it looks like there's 32 seconds, about 24 on the shot clock, so we should be able to at least get one more shot off. As Miami passing the ball to get to easy shot down low, and they lay that one up and good. Simpson had pretty decent defense on him. That is just a good shot right there. So Massey now has it on our side, about 14 seconds remaining. We're going to just run this clock out right now. And why not? We've been shooting pretty well since we started going down low. We've upped our shooting percentage now to 46% in the first half. As Massey fires a deep three off the rim and no good, and that is going to be how the first half ends right there on the missed three. But we do have a good lead in this game and a lot of aggressive play by our offense and by the defense as well. Cannot sell them short. So 28-18 is how we stand right now. Good recovery from the slow start. Bring it up, and now actually it's a 44% shooting percentage, but forcing the turnovers. That's been the biggest thing for us. We have forced 7 turnovers by them to our 1 turnover only. And we've only allowed 2 penetration points. So we've done a good job there, and that's really helped us out. Now we're going to advance on further here into the second half. Things have remained positive for us. As you see, we have a State Farm warm up the bus moment, and we just crossed the 4-minute mark. But as 22-point lead is what we have right now. 24-point after that one, 46-22. And it's one of these things that we need to finish this one out, right? I don't want to say just run them out of the building, win by 40 or win by 30. But we need to finish this game out. We can't allow them to get on a run and even make it seem like it's a lot closer of a game than what it really is. So this will be a pretty decent test for us here over the last 3.5 minutes, is actually trying to get this thing closed out here. Miami has not been able to get the ball inside, don't have a whole lot of places to go. As I say that, they do drive that one inside, but Pope does a great job. And he's going to knock that one away as it actually misses off the rim. And rebounded by our point guard here. So still 24-point lead as we're going to start milking this clock some. We get the ball out and swinging it around on the outside to the far side wing with our small forward. He gets it down low to our center. He's going to be double-teamed back out to our small forward. He looks for Pope, and he swings it back. That's what we're going to be doing, a lot of in and out here. As this time Simpson has it, drives into the lane, and throws up a little lay-in. And that's going to be good, making it a 26-point ball game, 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in this one. 48-22 is the lead. As we've held Miami basically to 4 points here in the second half. And that's been all on our defense disrupting their offense. Like I said, you can't give these kids enough credit for what they've been able to do here in this game. Our offense has held steady. We're still playing solid, getting the ball down low, getting some good shots. More often than not, those lay-ins, even when they're contested, are going to be able to fall for us. So down low to our center in the post, swings it back out to our small forward, fires up a three. That's going to be off the rim and no good. So 2 minutes remaining, 26-point lead. Miami here with possession of the ball on their side of the court, trying to get something going, maybe just to have a little bit of pride about themselves and to say they scored more than 4 points in a single half. Look for a good passing lane down low, and they fire that one up. Simpson unable to get the block, and they now made their 3rd shot of the second half and have cut our lead. We've now doubled them up. 48-24 is where we stand at this point with under 2 minutes to play. So working the ball around, using time. As we get it back out to the outside, our point guard with the three off the rim, no good. I still want to try to keep this offense going. That's going to be a big thing for us here in this season, is we have to keep our offense going. I don't want us to just relax and get ourselves out of rhythm. So Simpson has it at the top of the key. Just a minute, 15 seconds remaining. We're trying to use some clock and still get it down low with those easy shots like we had with Pope. We could have just slammed that one home. but we decide not to take that one as we work it back out and around, wasting some more time down. Simpson drives the lane, and that's going to be up and no good off the back iron. So the score remains 48-24 here, under 1 minute to play. And this is a good, solid win for us here as we continue to get rebounds and pull them down after the missed shots. 30 seconds are remaining here, and as we still have double the points, double the coverage, double the fun here in Central Michigan. 48-24 over Miami is our lead as we come down to the final ticks in this game. As our point guard has it, he's going to drive the lane and lay that one up, no good. Our center does get the rebound, and that should do it. The shot clock is no longer necessary. 20 seconds remaining here, and we're just going to dribble this thing out. No point in adding any additional points in this game. Let these guys have some form of, self-respect, basically. As it's 5 seconds, 4, 3, and just total domination at home, something we've rarely seen this season. I'm proud of these kids to be able to pull that one off. The way this season's gone, we've lost some of these close games, but it's good to finally win one that, I think our team is a lot better than our record says, and so we really should have won this one, and to win it in this fashion, it just provides a good feeling and actually gives us some momentum here as we get ready to go into the last week of the season before the conference tournament. Now that this game is completed with a massive win, we're going to have this momentum and we're going to try to build on top of it. Okay, that's what we have to do. And that's going to get us set up here for our next game. So we'll have 3 games remaining after this one. We're going to be facing Ball State. Once again, we are at home. The place where we have struggled this season, but now we're going to try to take advantage. We have some momentum built up. Our guys are playing well. We're playing solid, and we're going to need them to step up. Ball State is 10-3 in the conference. We are 5-7. But like I still truly feel our team is better than what our record shows. Okay, so you can't really take our record for what it is right now. It's year 2. We got a lot of youngsters, and so I still think we are definitely better than what that shows. And now we're out to prove that. And so this one gets underway with us winning the opening tip-off here and hoping to get off to a fast start. As the Cardinals are a pretty tough team, we get it down low to our center. Goes up with that one and goes up and good. Bounced off the rim first. Got nervous it was going to end up missing out, but he drops that one in. And that's going to give us a quick lead here, 2-0. As Ball State going quickly, works it around and gets it down low to the. Makes a sweet move in the post, but he's unable to convert. He had the easy lane and was just unable to get it to fall. So both centers going at it toe-to-toe here in the first offensive possession for both teams. As we now have it to Pope, who's backing his guy in, who ends up swinging it out to Simpson and then back over to Massey, who goes up and teardrops that bad boy in. Ooh, that looked like a perfect Tony Parker kind of lay-in. This little drop shot, nothing but net after the drive-in, and that's going to give us a 4-0 lead here as Ball State continues to work it down low. And we're there on defense. We're just not getting the blocks right now, but it's pretty early on, so the blocks should start coming as long as our defense maintains. So now we lead 4-0 here as we get the ball and work it around the outside, trying to find the open shot. Ball State going with the zone defense, which has given us fits in the past. But right now we're going to go for the lay-in, and our center is going to get the foul drawn on him. So that will give him 2 free throws. Not sure really how he could, you really consider that guy going for the shot, but hey, it was close enough. He got the whistle blown. Now he gets the 2 free ones. So his first one is up and no good. Unable to convert the first of his 2 free throws. So that means we still have a 4-0 lead here. Now his second one is going to be up, and that one goes in the net. So he's 1 for 2 on the free throws early on in this game. And we've got a 5-point lead here. As Ball State comes right back at us, the Cardinals working it around on the outside, trying to get themselves able to find an angle to get down low in the post. As they drive the lane, that's going to be knocked away and recovered by Central Michigan. We have the first turnover of the game. As we work it out to Simpson, looking to try to drive the lane, unable to do so, swings it out to Massey. They knock it away from us, And it's a scramble for it at half court, and it gets knocked out. It looked like that was last touched by the Cardinals. And so, no, they're going to call that out on Central Michigan and give the Cardinals the ball. That's kind of a shiesty call right there. As the Cardinals get it, drive it, and that's sent right back to Adam. And here we come back on the transition. Our center lays that one up and in. 7-0 is our lead. What a transition play coming off that block. And that was a big-time stop by our defense. You know, with that turnover, momentum was in the fact about to swing, but unable to do so because our small forward played well and smacked that one away. Now, eventually they were going to make a shot, and so the Cardinals finally do make one 2.5 minutes into the first half. The score is now 7-2 here as we look to keep this momentum going and kind of even extend on this 5-point lead. Down low to Pope. Swings back out to Massey. Far three. Off the rim, and that's going to be no good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Yeah, our coach liked that one, but I think we probably need to take a little bit better. If we're going to fire it from the three range, we need to be a little bit better on the shot from that one. And Cardinals come right at Massey after taking that three. Drive the lane, and Massey's going to commit the foul. And that's going to lead to 2 free ones here for the Cardinals. So their first free ones of the day. We went 50%. Why shouldn't they? We went 1 for 2. They can go 1 for 2 as well. Well, they're 1 for 1 right now, trying to make it 1 for 2. Hopefully our crowd can get into this one and get behind us and make this kid miss. Because the score is now 7-3, and it's just a 2-shot ball game. Second one is up, and they drop that one in. 7-4 is the score right now. So we inbounded on their press defense. Massey taking it all the way to the hole, and he's going to end up losing possession. Lost control of it as he drove the lane. Defender got in his way, and he commits the turnover. So now the Cardinals have it, looking to try to get something going here, try to cut into this lead even more. Down low, our center smacks that one away, recovered by Pope. He swings it over to Massey, our second block of the day so far. Massey with possession of it, trying to get this offense set up. Swings it over to Simpson in the down low wing. Simpson looking for a passing lane, unable to find it. Comes out to the top of the key. Pope sets the screen. Simpson drives the lane, nowhere to go with it. Swings it out to our small forward. He fires up the shot. That's going to be no good, but we do get the offensive rebound. Our center with possession, looking for a place to go. Swings it out to Simpson and gets over to Massey. Tries to drive the lane, nothing happening. Back over to Simpson on the low side wing. Gets the screen set, drives the lane, goes up with it, and that's off the rim and no good. Score remains 7-4 here in the first half early on. Cardinals coming right back with it. But our transition defense is doing a lot better. We're getting more in capability of actually getting back in time. So Cardinals working it down, makes a move, and Pope looks foolish, and he misses it. Pope doesn't even get the rebound, but he gets the block. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Talk about sticking with the play. Pope on that one. Got juked out of his shoes, missed the rebound, and then got the block. It looks like some sloppy basketball is starting to be played right now by both teams as we got that one swatted away for us. Down low to our center, and he's going to lose possession of it. This is becoming a turnover conundrum here for both teams early on in this one. As the score is still 7-4 as we approach the 5-minute mark of the first half here. As Cardinals looking for something to do with it. Simpson sticking tight to his man. Pope had his guy got it, but our small forward switches over for the defense and commits the foul on the shot. That's going to give them 2 free ones from the line once again. Another opportunity for the free shots for this visiting squad. And we've got to be careful of that. 1, just to keep ourselves out of foul trouble, but 2, we can't keep giving these teams easy buckets. Whether it's easy buckets from not being very strong in the post or from giving them too many free throws. And that one does miss. Thankfully, we got lucky right there so that we do still have a 1-shot lead at 7-5. But we cannot keep doing that and expect to survive that many more games. So down low now to our center in the post, backing his man down, and he fires it out wide to our small forward. Fires up the 3, no good. Pope gets the rebound, swings it out to Massey as we reset this offense. And over to Simpson, back to our small forward. Comes back to the top of the key, over to Massey, get it over to our center. Tries to drive the lane, goes up with the shot. That's going to be no good, unable to get that rebound. Now we're going to advance on up a little bit later here in the first half. Our shooting has definitely gotten better. We've gotten the ball down low, started to get more in transition, and we're forcing turnovers by blocking shots like that. And that's helped give us an 11-point lead now with just under 3 minutes remaining. 26-15. Both teams have actually kind of gone off in that respect as we are working the ball around, and they get that one deflected, gathered in by small forward. Over to Pope. He's going to go up with it, and they do draw the foul, but unable to get the and one as the basket is missed. So that is going to send Pope to the line. Good aggressive offense. That's something that's kind of turned us around. You know, with the zone defense, we tend to struggle getting the ball down low, finding the lanes to drive the basketball. But now we're starting to do that. We're starting to be more aggressive here in the second half of this season, and it's really paying off for us, I think. And it really has in this one as Pope does make that first free throw, making it a 12-point ball game, 27-15, with 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. His second one is going to be up and good as well. Plus, if the more aggressive you are, the more likely you are to get to the foul line. Pope has 8 points so far here just in the first half on 3 of 4 shooting. But getting to the foul line, getting those easy buckets for us is something that's going to pay off for us in the long run. Now they do miss that one off the backboard. It's rebounded by Pope, who swings it over to Massey, who comes back our way with it. Massey with possession, swinging it around, trying to find those passing lanes in this zone defense. Just got to be patient with it. You know, we've gone to more of a balanced offensive style, but we still have to be patient as Pope gets the pass, turns around, and shoots that one up and in. And that's going to make it a 15-point ball game. We've doubled them up, 30-15 here. Early on in the first half, just under 2 minutes remaining. We are now shooting 55% because we've gotten smart with it. As we get another block on that one. We've gotten smart with it and are able to play a lot better and a lot more efficient offense. Now, the Cardinals are number 1 in the MAC while we are number 9. But keep in mind, I mean, they're 10-3 in the conference. We're 5-7. But like I said, we're a lot better team than what I think our record is. And I think we're proving that right now. Ball State, it is a decent team. Our defense has just gone off right now, getting block after block, turnover after turnover with them. So kind of uncharacteristic play by the Cardinals, but you'll give our defense some credit. As they drive the lane, and that one's going to be up and missed. No foul call. I'm kind of surprised by that. The score remains 30-15 here as Massey has the ball right past the half-court line. As we start to try to drain this clock down some, he swings it over to Simpson, down to Wilder on the low post. Kicks it back out to our center, and we start working the ball around to find those easy shots once again. Back to Simpson. He fires that shot up off the rim and no good, rebounded by the Cardinals. So about a minute remaining. Cardinals are working the ball back down here in this one, looking for a lane to drive, but Massey sticking tight to his man, unable to get any room. And that one we get deflected away. Massey gets the ball on the recovery. He goes in to drive the lane, fires that one up, and it's going to be off the backboard and no good. Unable to get the quick points and transition. But we should have at least one more shot available here in the first half, barring any type of penalty, as the shot clock and game clock are fairly close to each other, but about 10 seconds difference still. They get the ball down low to the post, fire that one up, no good. Wilder gets the rebound, and here we come back. Under 30 seconds remaining, so we should have the last shot of the first half. And you'll notice right there in the little stat that popped up, the rebounds is one of the big differences to this game. We've actually rebounded quite a bit. I know we only lead them like 14-10, so it doesn't seem like it's all that much, but they have been massive rebounds that have allowed us second chance opportunity points, and have really kind of helped us spread this one out. Now Massey fires up the three, and with just about a second left, they throw a half-court shot at halftime. No go. So 30-15 is how this game will remain. We've doubled them up here in the first half, looking to continue that effort as we go into the second half. So these last few games have gone pretty well for us in the first half, allowed ourselves to extend the lead. So this is what I was talking about before. We're only shooting 48%, but we have 7 blocks, which have led to turnovers and points, preventing them from getting them, and has given us additional points. So keep that in mind. It's a 15-point lead, but you're talking about 3-4 block difference, maybe a 2-4 point lead, and a completely different score. So keep that for what it is. Now we're going to advance a little bit here into the second half, actually, as we are about 4.5 minutes remaining, and you can see our defense is still playing tough, even with some of these guys off the bench, as we only lead by 12 points. Now it's 14, 47-33. Cardinals have come back pretty decent. All right, so their first half total is 15. They've already made 18 points. There's still time left on the clock, but our defense is going to have to tighten up here. This is what I was talking about. Close out games. Really finish teams off. That's what we need to do. As they miss that one, we gather in the rebound. This is a perfect opportunity to test that out. They are the number one team in the conference for now, and we need to take advantage of this lead. Finish these games. That's what matters. As our small forward has it, swings it around as we get it over to Simpson in the low side wing. Makes some space, drives the lane, gets the foul drawn, and that's going to be no good. But he does get the foul called and get 2 free throws. Now, if you notice that difference, they're 11 of 14 on free throws, and we are only 3 of 4. So we're still not getting the calls I think we should, but I think it's just more efficient offense. That's the only way I can explain that one. So we do make that first free throw there by Simpson. So it's back to a 15-point ball game, 48-33 here, just under 4 minutes to go. And so while we're being efficient, I would like to see if we can get any more calls. We are being aggressive. We're doing what we need to do. But I would still like to get ourselves to the line a little bit more often. So after those free throws, it's 49-33 here. Just about 3.5 minutes to go in the second half. We've subbed out a lot of our starters, getting most people from the bench an opportunity as Ball State makes that one. And that's going to be a 14-point ball game, 49-35 after that easy shot from the post. So here we come with it, and we were kind of stuck in that dilemma. Like I said, we're more of a balanced team, but with such a big lead, there's no point in always just driving it home on them. You know, be smart about it, firing up the 3, and that's going to be no good off the back iron and rebounded by the Cardinals. So I still, like I said before, I want us to keep playing our offense without completely shutting it down. And doing that's taking good shots, which we just did. Those will start to fall. They fall at some points in the game, then we get on some cold streaks. But we're going to get to the stage where we can make those consistently. As the Cardinals have it, work it down in the post, fire that one up, no good. Great job by our shooting guard there to disrupt that one. As we get the rebound and swing it over to our guard to bring back down the court, as we will have possession at the top of the key and working around the outside to the point here down on the low side wing. Point guard takes it, drives the lane. He's going to get the call on the drive. Gets the call as he goes up for the shot. Kind of a cheap call, it looked like to me. But, hey, I will take it. And that's going to send us to the stripe for 2 free ones here as we try to make this thing a 16-point ball game once again. Don't let the stats fool you. 1.9 points per game. He just doesn't see a whole lot of playing time. He's a pretty efficient player. Kind of small for what we want, but pretty efficient and a pretty solid athlete as well. So the first free throw is good, and that's going to get us to the half-century mark as we are leading now 50-35 here, 2.5 minutes remaining. Making the first of the free throws. Here comes his second one. That is up, and that one is in as well. So we are 5 of 6 from the stripe here tonight. But Pope leading us with scoring with 14 points. Our center has 6 rebounds, our senior one. And then our small forward has the most assists for the team with 4 on the game. So after taking a look at those quick stats, the Cardinals have it, and they're working it around the outside. Just about 2 minutes remaining. Pope sticks tight to his man, plays good defense, and they're going to miss that one under the basket as that's rebounded by our center and sent over to Stewart. He's going to bring it across for the State Farm warm up the bus moment here with a 16-point lead and 2 minutes remaining as we keep possession of it, swinging it around, taking time off the clock. Our shooting guard has it, drives in, nowhere to go with it. Back out to our point, swinging it back around to Stewart. Down low to our center in the post. Back at his man in. Turnaround jumper, and that's going to be good. 53-35, 18-point ball game. 1:30 remaining here. As this will be a pretty easy finish for us, which has not happened very often in this season. As they fire that one up, that's going to be no good. Rebounded by our center. Swings it over to our shooting guard. 1:20 remaining here as we are going to start working this clock a little bit. And now we keep it around the outside. And 53 points in this game is not bad so far. Our season average is around 60 points per game. So to be at 53, now 55 after that lay-in, as the clock was ticking down, it's a pretty solid finish for us. We have to get better to where we're starting to make 70 to 80 points per ball game. But I will take the signs of improvement wherever we can get them. As the Cardinals fire up that three, and that's going to be no good, but here we are stuck in a position. Just about under 30 seconds on the shot clock, 40 seconds on the game clock. We're going to have to put up another basket. We have to keep our offense going. Stewart, they try to double him. Stewart fights through it, swings it out to our point guard, fires up a three, and that's going to be off the rim and no good. So 28 seconds remaining. Our three-pointer has kind of let us down today. It's shooting only 24% instead of the season average, about 37% from downtown. But our other offensive areas have really carried us through. Now that one is going to be missed, and that should do it for us here, ladies and gentlemen. Now while we're letting this time tick away, I do just want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if y'all have not hit it already. Give us a thumbs up if you did like today's video and you think we're taking the team in the proper direction. And hit that little notification icon so you're notified of all the Champion Sons content. Basketball, football, Madden, whatever you got, whatever you want, we got it in some form or capacity, I'd like to believe. So hit that notification icon so you can be notified of all Champion Son content as we do produce it. Now, a big conference win, 55-35. That's you got to love seeing that going here into the final week of the season. 3 more games is all we're going to have. And that's going to be something that's going to carry us through for quite a while and give us some momentum going into the conference tournament. So we've won 3 in a row. It is 55-35 win. Coming into the final 3 games of the season, we can get close. I don't think we can make it at a 50, at like 50-50 win-loss percentage. 12-14. Yeah, we actually could. We got 3 games left. We can actually have a winning season if we can pull out another, just continue the winning streak. So stay tuned for that. Join us in the next episode to see if we can pull that off here in the regular season. I will see y'all then, everybody. As always, stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.